ahead.
Okay, so yeah, it's I would say that I think I'm falling a bit behind technically. I also take like this opportunity actually to strengthen myself, because I got back into a learning process on my own. I would say I restarted in 3-4 years ago, but I took a completely different direction, which was mostly into mathematics. So, and the thing is that when it comes here typically to telecommunication protocols, or sysadmin questions, I think I'm falling quite a lot behind. So
okay, so my understanding is that you would like to get familiar with the raw technicality of Cardano as a blockchain, as a consensus protocols, things like that. Okay.
Yes.
So, and that brought you to Catalyst somehow.
Well, I would like to I know basically where I stand. I would like to participate to the project in a way that may be efficient, and that may, I would say, provide a starting point to me to dig and deal with this blockchain. So, but to get there, I need first basically to get certain form of education on what's available. So it's I need to, so, and that's one of the reasons why when I saw the cycle, I'm naturally interested into getting educated first, and then we see what I would say can be done. So yeah, I've been programming, so I don't have any problem. I've been also dealing a bit with Haskell on my spare times. Great, but
that sounds a lot like me.
Sorry?
That sounds a lot like me. I'm also a programmer and dabbling into Haskell on the side.
Yeah, but the hard truth is that behind the scenes, the actual plumbery that has been proposed by this blockchain is much more than just basically a question of understanding a few code lines. There are like deep infrastructural questions. I'm aware basically that I didn't get like a very strong education into this. So for me, it's like a perfect school actually to get there.
Okay, and so to be clear, this what we call CA school is like it would be like a course for community advisors. Like, so it would be a beginner's course for people who come into the Project Catalyst. And Project Catalyst is basically a fund, you know, like a venture capital fund, we can call it, where people can propose their ideas and get funding. So it's not precisely maybe what you want. I mean, if you want, we can chat later. You can text me and I can share what I know, and I can, you know, introduce you to materials for, let's say, pure technicality of, you know, blockchain and, you know, things like that. But the purpose of this CA school would be to introduce new community advisors. So is this, you know, do you, CEO, and you, Tony, do you understand what community advisor is? Do you know what the role is supposed to do?
To be honest with you, not at all. So it's okay. My very first time basically I'm dealing with this type of environment. So completely.
That's very good. That's very, very good. I am just surprised that you got so deep into it that you're in the meeting without knowing that. So, but yeah, that's nice. That's good.
So what I think is that, Tony, that the Jimbo Labs circle would fit more to you because they are more technically, and I think they also are creating a course for developers. I'm not sure, but this is how I understand their approach. And
yeah, but like also I think on a more basic level, I mean, even like Cardano, do you know like the consensus protocol? Do you know like how proof of stake works? Do you know what the stake pool operator is? Do you know these things?
I really started to dig in quite seriously, I would say 3 to 4 days ago.
Ah,
So
okay.
let's say that all of this is really fresh. It's like, no, I feel like I'm basically like, a field that falls off the street and that just see like a new reality unravel. So that's why I also keep like this very humble approach
Yeah. Well, it's very amazing that within 4 days you end up in a CA school circle. It's
yeah. How do you find catalysts so fast? Well,
yeah.
I need 2 months to
Yeah.
figure out that there's not just Cardano, there's catalysts, and there's an opportunity for me to participate.
I really don't know. It's just like I made my own research. Basically, I was starting to wonder basically how you guys are communicating, and I just fell into a Discord. We're starting to discuss with people, and just I saw your meetings, and I'm just right now, I would say, in the process of acquiring information and to see basically how I can like be useful in a certain way. But yeah, globally, I particularly appreciate your approach. It's very different from what I've seen in different professional environments, where I would say which were much more politically driven. So it's that's why basically I'm just like digging and try catch approach. So yeah, it's like I'm not on the right place. It's okay, but I'm gonna find my way.
No, I think
you came very far already.
Yeah. So I will now start sharing the screen where I will share a document that Victor and some other people created, an initial document that is basically, yeah, I'll show the screen. So, do you guys see my screen? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a Catalyst CA school. So the idea of the document is to introduce people who are completely new to the Catalyst process, to the, this is a course made by the community to the community. It's open for everyone. It's not mandatory, but it's good for those who want to learn more about how this works. We understand that it can be very overwhelming. I'm sure the new people that come in here, I'm sure you feel it. I'm sure that you see that there's so much information, all different kinds of information, all different kinds of groups trying to do things. And it always feels like you're lagging, you always feel like you're a step behind. So we would like to try to mainstream that process at least a little, to make it a little bit easier for you. Basically create something that we would have liked to have when we joined. Do you feel that? Do you understand that idea? I'm mainly talking now to CEO and to Tony.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yep. I've been in the swarm for a while. I've been in some of the earliest meetings, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've been also in the chat. Maybe you see me.
So you've been here for a while. Okay, I yes. Didn't know. Okay. So this is like the structure of, let's say, classes that we would like to make. So these are all the different phases of one fund, right? We have insight sharing, proposal submission, refinement, finalizing. Then we have the assessment by community advisors. Then the proposers review those assessments and flag some of them if they think that they are unfair. And then veteran community advisors review those flags. And then in the end, we have voting. And after voting, the funds are distributed to the proposers. And we have an idea of developing different classes in different times. So there are some questions here. This is, an alpha version of the document, and we would like to basically hear your opinion. All different kinds of experiences are necessary. We need feedback to say, like, what question is important for you. So I would maybe like to, we can go around in a circle and we can all ask one question that we think is, you know, it's interesting for us, that we would like to know about. So maybe Dominic, we can start with you. Like, what is a question? And now I consider you to be, you know, quite experienced now, and you're familiar with the process. You're also a proposer. So like, what is a question about Catalyst that you don't know, that you would like to know?
Well, I just have to read it. But when I remember back my first step into Catalyst, I think which took me a while was figure out the different roles.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, maybe I wasn't clear. I don't mean then, I mean now. I mean now, from your current position, what is something that you don't know or would like to know?
Well, I think when I read through the questions that
No, these are the questions, these are example questions. We want to add to these questions.
I'm not sure because I'm not sure if I'm the right person to ask this because the questions I see here, I think I can answer them, and maybe what is missing is just have to read through them. Who can vote? Who does the voting system works? I think it's more like how does color process? Oh, you're skipping to class 2 already.
No, I mean, I was just trying to get the conversation. It's not about the questions that are here. It's about
so then I didn't really get your point.
The question is, let's say that the course is targeted for people who have absolutely no experience up to people who are extremely experienced. And we would consider that all of us have some questions that are not answered, maybe that cannot even be answered right now, and we need to ask maybe, I don't know, IOG or someone else. But I am sure that all of us have some kinds of questions. Like,
well, the thing for me is not really the questions, just to have the whole process of Catalyst inside the school, and that means that every role is inside, and that the school teaches you how to do any role in the best way possible. So how to be a good proposer, how to be a good community advisor, how to be a good veteran community advisor, or maybe it's not only these big roles. It's also, if you don't want to be proposer and CA, you're still able to participate and just give feedbacks or join the circles like here and just be part of the conversation. I think it's not limited to the official roles.
Okay, that's fair.
So
Theo, maybe you have some questions.
Yeah, I'm really. I never found out how does, once a proposal is voted on, how does the ADA transfer into their hands?
Very good question. I don't know that as well. We can write that down, huh? We can write that down here. We'll make a note.
And we can tell you when we are successful in Fund 5.
Yeah. Ask Dominic. He has all the money.
That's great.
Not yet.
How is the money transferred from the treasury to proposers, right?
I would change it to how is the ADA transfer?
Okay.
And from the treasury to the proposal winners, right? Because the proposals.
Yeah.
For the funded proposals, owner of funded proposals.
That's great.
Yeah, funded proposals or proposers. It's okay.
But what I know is that it comes in it comes not all in at once. So it depends on certain milestones you have to set, and if you achieve one milestone, you get the next portion. But yeah, that's a good part, because I also don't have the exact answer how after the successful voting, how there's, I think, so-called governance week or whatever, and what has taken place there, I also don't know. So it's a good question.
How about you, Victor?
Yeah, I also am not sure about this, but I think that the main proposer of the proposal receives that after the voting process, it receives part of the funding, part of the aid, and as Dominic said, it's based on on certain milestones of the project. They don't receive it at once.
I mean, I didn't mean like, I think the question is great, and I think we will implement it in the school, and we will get the answer when we will be sure. No one here, I think, knows clearly the answer.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say.
I think no, it's they've changed it. I think at the beginning at Fund 2 it was all money at once after 1 week. And
okay,
that's just what I heard, but I think it's because no, it's changed. So
I would just like the point of the session to be to ask as many of these questions as we can, and then we will answer them when we have time.
I think it's also interesting, not just because of the payout structure, but also because how Catalyst happens on a website, and then there is someone. I mean, then there's the voting, and then there is someone on IOHQ's side or something, and he unlocks the coins to some wallet, right? I mean, how do you know which wallet it is? Who does transfer the money, right? Where is the bottleneck? Also,
so I will format it a little bit differently, because this is my question for a long time, and I never got the clear answer, but I didn't actually ask the right people.
Well, as a proposer, you have to give a wallet address. Well,
yes, but what's the wallet address of the treasurer?
I think there's a document where you can see this, but
there is.
I think there's a document where the treasury is where you can exactly see what is in the treasury and how does it change. There's a Google Doc from. Let me see.
Okay, but if it's a treasury wallet on a blockchain, why do I need a Google Doc? Why can't I see it as a blockchain explorer?
I'm sure you can see, but I just know that there's a doc where you can just understand how the treasury is structured.
I'm guessing, CEO, this was the question, right? Did I format it correctly? You're interested in the technical way of how are those funds unlocked, right?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I asked a little bit. I am pretty sure that it's a multi-sig wallet, so I think all three entities, IOGCF and Emergo, have to unlock the funds to go out. But this is like, it's in conversation. I never found an official way about this. I'm not saying there isn't an official document. Yeah, I just don't know it.
Probably is.
But this is a great question to put in the school, Victor, right? This is something that we can put in the sessions. My question would be, because I'm asking you, so I need to participate as well. My question would be like, what are the best ways for, I mean, best ways, what are the ways that proposals market their proposals to voters? Because voters in the end are the ones, you know, voting. So like if you get like 10 whale addresses to vote for you, that's already a big deal, you know? So what is the best way to promote, right? That's something that maybe not for CA, it's important, but like for a proposer, or, you know, that would be something to aim. What do you think, Dominic?
Yeah.
How would you promote your proposal?
Sorry, I didn't listen. I was looking for the document I was talking about.
Okay.
So I was not following you. Sorry for that.
So the way, what interests me is how do proposers target the voters? Like, how do you market your proposal to the voter? Because the voter is the one that you need.
Yeah, well, the most important thing you can do is write a very good problem and solution statement, which is visible in the voting app. You have only 140, so it's like one sentence. And this is very, I think, a very big challenge to get your proposal into in this Twitter format, I would say, in this. But I think that's the and don't address the CAs or anybody else. Address specifically the voters in the problem statement, because I think many don't really do this. They just write very abstract what is their problem they want to solve and what is their solution, but don't ask themselves why should a voter be interested in voting for your proposal. So I think this, when you go through all the proposals and just look in the view of a voter, many proposals don't address specifically the voters, and this is I think the easiest way to gain attention because most voters will not do much more research than just see. Well, they see.
So you think that the voting app is the only contact basically that you have?
Or the main,
right?
For most voters, it's the main thing. They don't go to your proposal, and
okay,
they see the rating after the review process, and then they have the problem statement, solution statement, and yeah, I think well I haven't been successful with the proposal yet, but this was my thoughts when I was writing the problem statement, that I specifically was thinking about the voters, not about the CAs, not about anyone else, just the voter, because at the end he decides if my proposal gets funded. And so I asked myself, what is the benefit for the voter? Voter is who's the voter? It's ADA holder. So what is the benefit for those who own ADA?
Yeah.
So
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was my. Victor, you're also involved in some proposals. So what was your approach?
Actually, we didn't think specifically about a marketing approach for our proposals. I think they're I think it's similar to yours. It's a catalyst centric. It's a proposal for the community itself. So we didn't thought about how to marketing it to the voters themselves, but how to make it clear for the community that the proposal is important, and by having a high score there, we wish that we are getting voted. But I think that we should need better ways, like maybe a link in the voting app
like linking to a video or not. I'm not sure if the proposal in ID scale itself would be a good way. Probably it's the first and obvious way, but like some 2 minutes video pitch for each proposal would be good, something like that.
I have a second proposal in proposal outreach. I don't know if you have seen this, and I have a short pitch there. So I was and I was specifically talking about this proposal because it's an well, I can share the link so you can have a look at it because it's online marketing campaign to attract new people to Catalyst, and I think it's because it's a marketing approach. I think you need a little bit more to explain to voters because I think the most in our ecosystem don't have marketing background. They have the entrepreneur or developer background. So for me, it was very important to
okay.
To
CEO, do you have some value from this? Do you have some more questions to ask? Do you have some questions to suggest?
I think online marketing was isn't that maybe a viable option? Just
why do you think so?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at it really, but I would think so because I see other people on Twitter, for example, with hundreds of followers and likes and stuff. So I could imagine you can utilize that, but I wouldn't know how to translate into actual votes, right?
But like if we look at it like from a really technical perspective, we can analyze previous funds and see how many ADA was enough to get a vote. I don't know exactly now.
No, I didn't talk about doing marketing for my proposal. I was talking about making marketing for Catalyst.
The question.
Okay, then I didn't understand.
Yeah, I think Theo got me right, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I was just referring to that this proposal topic is not easy to get for many in our ecosystem. So I took a lot of time to find a way how to address the community and to make sure they understand why this approach will lead to the desired growth that we want to have in Catalyst.
Yeah, I would also, Victor, suggest maybe for this school, maybe like a short video of basics of idea scale. Like that's something that I think would be very useful. I know I had a lot of issues with idea scale, so just like, you know, kudos and, you know, how to navigate, where to click, what to click, you know, because there are also some funds are in, some proposals are basically the same in fund 3, 4, and 5, very similar. And you can end up, you know, opening the old one, not realizing what's going on, giving it kudos for no reason, you know. So yeah. This I think would be best to do like a small video, like literally 2-3 minutes of sharing the screen and just doing it.
There's a question that I don't know the answer to, but it's very simple, but it's also very specific, which is it possible that a proposal that have more down votes than up votes to be funded?
No.
Like, no. Imagine that we have this is just cut out of the voting process.
Even if there would be enough funding available, but if you don't want it, but imagine in Fund 4 in the challenge proposal outreach, in my point of view, there were many poor proposals, and I would or I expect that of the 50,000 ADAs or dollars in ADA, I don't think that that it will be spent all, because, well, at least I expect most of them getting downvoted because they were just poor.
I agree with you. Like, I think I only figured it out. I didn't figure it out in Fund 2 for sure. I think in the middle of Fund 3, I figured out actually how even voting works. And I voted in both because, you know, yes, no, and abstain is something that we can also explain in the school. Like, yes is yes, no is yes in negative, and abstain is just 0.
Yeah, I think there's a question tweeting class.
It's
Class
already
1, I think.
Here?
Yeah, but yeah, it's the second
okay.
last questioning.
How the voting system works,
system
what does
works.
voting power mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think that they will change this at some point. I think they said, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, many things are gonna change. So this is why why my tutorial proposal is the most thing is about change. So that how will I adapt to the changing criteria? Because when I when we set up a tutorial for Fund 7, Fund 8 is probably out of date already. So the half of the fund is going for doing updates all the time. So I think that's a very important aspect also for the school, that we set it up in a way which is easy to update. And so what the plan for the tutorial for CAs is that I have many short modules. So if anything changes, I just have to change a little thing and don't do the whole tutorial from scratch, just because one little thing is changing. And I think that's an important approach. Yeah.
I'm going to put the document in the chat, because if I understand correctly, Victor, yeah, the document, you can add comments, you can add questions whenever you feel like. So
would be great.
That's going to be very helpful for Victor and the team. And these here are the basic answers for class 1. This is like the beginning of class 1. We can share that.
Already started answering.
Yeah. So we can share
the idea
that.
is just to be like a guide for class 1, but also like frequently asked questions for those who cannot participate or miss the class.
I would just like to, use this opportunity to ask, because simple questions, for newbies, anybody who has a little bit of experience can answer. That's not the problem. But we can use this opportunity to ask the technical questions, like this unlocking of treasury. What is the exact path? What is the wallet address? And do we have to have a wallet address transparent? What is the multi-sig working? We can use this opportunity to find out those questions. Because the easy questions will be easy, and that's fine. Those need to be answered as well, but we can ask also a little bit more complicated questions.
They've already shared the link?
Yes, in the chat.
In the chat, sorry. I was only looking on my report. Okay, cool, I see.
But I have the chat to the whole. I think it's not just for our circle, it's for the whole, what's it called? The whole main group, everybody.
The whole swarm.
The whole swarm, yes. Yeah. So Victor, you would like to have this like class 1 prepared in latest in 3 weeks, so we are ready, let's say, for Fund 6. Is that the goal?
Yeah, I think the idea was to have the first class during the first week of Fund 6, but we still don't have an exact date when that would be, because we still have to go through Fund 4 and Fund 5 governance phases. So I think 3 weeks is a good estimate.
And would you make it like a live course, or would you make it let's say a YouTube video and just post it?
No, the idea is to have a live course. It's gonna be like a live class on probably Saturday as well, and to have a recorded session, and that's it. And the idea is to have one of each class per fund.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
okay.
Will this be part of a proposal in Fund 6?
I don't know yet, but maybe we will turn this into a proposal. Yes.
Victor really likes volunteering.
We haven't decided yet.
It's not wrong to get funded for things we are doing here.
Yeah.
But of course,
that's true,
because most things here start with volunteering, and but well, it's not wrong to get funded.
Of course.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. Yeah, but I think that we have so many people involved in this. Is not only me, so I have to talk to everyone and see if they want to submit a proposal for this.
CEO, you wanted to say something?
So you said for the CA school, you want to do a YouTube or I don't know, like some video format, right?
For the school, it's gonna be a live session, but we are recording it and make it available.
So something like this.
Community. Yeah, something like this that we are having now.
And then it's pretty easy to upload to YouTube if necessary, if we want to do that.
Sorry, maybe I misunderstood. So, but the idea of the CA school is not producing a bunch of videos, right?
No, the idea of the CA
like...
school is to teach new people to, they participate in sessions like this, they ask questions, we answer all the questions that are here, and we try to introduce them to the whole Catalyst process and to the CA process. But
Right,
then,
okay.
These videos, yeah.
Yeah, the idea is also to interact with people, like newcomers. They don't just go through videos and through documentation. They also get to know other people that are involved in Catalyst as well.
So it's more interactive.
Like creating network, creating connections.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay.
Sorry, maybe I'm not sure. Is there a proposal somewhere already that I could read?
For this, no, that I think of, no.
Not yet.
But you can see my proposal somehow as a part of this.
Here is Dominic using his chance to shill his proposal.
No, but because I'm on the class 3 slide right now, and the questions you have written there are more or less the same ones I have proposed to answer in a tutorial. So it's somehow
very close to each other.
It's close to each other, and I'm not. The plan is not to do it on my own. So 1/3 of the funding is for community support, because I don't want to do the tutorial on my own, because it's very important to have different point of views considered, and also the tutorial should be a result of a discussion and not just on how I see the role as a CA. So it's cool to see that many of us are already thinking in that direction. I also think that there was, I don't know what's the name. I think Jess Jessie or something like that. I think she's always also talking or was talking about kind of a tutorial for the CAs in one of the last Swarm sessions. So yeah.
Yeah, I know her, but I haven't talked to her about this yet. But
Yeah.
it's good to know.
Felix told me because I told him about my proposal, and he said, "Oh yeah, he also well he didn't hear it the first time. Let's say it like this. But I think I'm the only one who has a proposal specifically for this one already."
Okay, let me see if there's, okay, all the circles are still full. So everybody is still working. I don't know, I think we are supposed to be finishing up about now, if I'm not mistaken.
I think we still have like 15 minutes because
We were late.
Felix said that we are going to spend 1 hour at each breakout circle. I think we jumped in like 45 minutes ago.
May I ask for a second, what is the final product gonna look like? Is there an idea already? Like,
which one?
Is it just videos, or are you gonna provide a website? Is there any ideas already?
For the
CA
school, you mean? Yeah. We didn't have a final product designed yet, but we are starting just with these classes and documentation, like a FAQ, as we are trying to make to be available for people. But yeah, I think we could have a website or something like that. But I don't see it as.
To me, that's I felt like that's obvious. I was like joining the Zoom call thinking, oh cool, someone's gonna make a website for a school.
But I can give you a website already by the community. That's okay. And Victor, I think you were a part of that. If you go to the link in the chat, see you. So
the tutorial, if it gets funded, will be on the community website as well. So I don't really do a separate website because it doesn't
so
make
Dominic,
sense.
this is okay. So you would post it in this same website.
I've already talked to Phil about that, and it makes sense.
I think actually that website is pretty good as one point where we can put
all community effort should be available at one point, because if you have 10 websites for this topic and for this topic, well, it gets complicated again. So it just,
and we already have a lot of websites.
Yeah, we have a new Swarm session website and Discord. Yeah, but I think the community website is a good place to collect all the efforts that are already in the ecosystem, and especially made by the community. So
yeah. But what exactly does there are there other like other successful proposals on the side?
You mean on this topic at all, or
no? Any proposal that has been successfully voted, is there any of them on the site, on the one I guess you're talking about the one you just sent me, the Cardano Catalyst proposals, right?
Yes, but this is like information. This is proposer resources. So this is like, if you want to become a proposer, these are the resources, these are the guidelines, read about this, and this will prepare you to be a good proposer.
Basically, we would talk to Project Catalyst, and if they would put us on there.
No.
What am I not seeing here?
No, I mean, everybody is, okay, so the Catalyst is open to everyone. Anybody can make a proposal on Catalyst. The difficult part is to get funded, and this site, Proposer Resources, is just a site of resources that helps you make a successful proposal, that introduces you to the process, that introduces you to the phase, to the role of CAs or VCAs, so you can swim in it better, so you have a higher chance of getting funding. The same way we have voters, so you have voter resources. What do you need to do to be a successful voter? You have community advisor resources. What do you need to do to be a successful community advisor? You have some information about fund timing, when it works. Currently, okay, it's working. And we have some general, announcements and follow-ups. Do you understand?
I see. Yeah, I see. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
But why exactly this website? Why not another one?
Well, this is the one that the community made, so that's the one that we have. We don't have a centralized website with everything there.
But all right, I mean,
yeah,
isn't this then the centralized website?
Yes, it is. It is a centralized website, but it's created by the community, and we decided to put everything in one place.
It's totally a community effort here. It's,
okay, I can see.
Because if
and also this is not the only one. There is another one that is being created by Jacob and George.
Yeah,
it's very similar, and I think maybe both will succeed, and they will talk to each other and have different features. I don't know. I think that something like that will happen.
They have they have a it's called projectcatalyst.com, something like that. But it's not live yet, I think.
I see.
Yeah, I've seen that proposal, and
yeah, actually, they have a bunch of proposals,
sorry,
each one for a specific feature.
So has this site undergone voting on Catalyst?
No, this one
okay.
was made voluntarily.
But it's now part of Philip has a proposal to about, I think, 20K to make it more professional and to keep it up to date for the next year also.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, not me, the other Phil.
Not you. Yeah, Phil is
Weber.
No.
No.
Phil K.
Yeah, Phil K.
Oh, all right.
I haven't seen a face of him yet. I have heard.
I'd
his
like,
voice.
CEO, if you would like to get involved, you can find Phil K in the Discord. He is very, open. He has his own company. So if you want help, with development or something, you can ask him for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, this other website is projectcatalyst.org.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But is it live now?
Let me see.
No, it's not live yet.
Yeah, it's live here.
Yeah?
Yes, it's live, but it's very okay.
It's very simple. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this school sessions would be nice, and people will get to know each other.
So the plan is, to sum it up a little bit, the plan is for you to have this circle every week from now on, and so that people who are new can join and just ask questions. It's like an onboarding circle.
This VCA circle, you mean? No, actually, this one each week we are having CA circles every Saturday inside this forum session, but each week we are choosing a different topic to talk about. For example, last week we were onboarding new VCAs because we were still in the middle of the VCA process, but we ended up having no new VCAs here, so we just talked about the process itself and how we could improve it. And I think for the next few weeks it will be like that. And once the proposal submit phase starts, we are going to talk to them, to new CAs and new community members in general, how to contribute to the proposals before assessing them, like interacting with the proposers, submitting comments, posting comments in ID scale, in this sort of thing. So this is separate from CA school. We are using the CA circle to talk about the CA school during this time, but in the future they are going to be separate.
Okay. What could be a good topic for next week or the next weeks is the thing that we have already in the Telegram channel that we were discussing about improvements for Fund 6. So that we can, because to have this conversation in Telegram is somehow not really, that does not really work. And the document that we have started now is good to sum it up, but it's also not good for the discussion. So maybe let's have a discussion about this the next weeks, and also to hear the proposal side, the CA side, the VCA side, maybe also the voter side, so that we figure out how to improve this process for Fund 6, and not to wait too long with this, because then we don't have time to implement it right now.
Yeah, I agree. I would say that this is the main subject of the CA circle, and some weeks we have like specific topics to talk about, like to present a new tool, to talk about a specific part of the process. But when we don't have anything special, we just like discussing the process itself and how it could be better.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, makes absolutely sense. Yeah.
Hello, Jenny. We have a new drop in here.
Hi, I showed up late. I'm new to the swarm thing, and they encouraged me to just hop into a breakout room and start learning. So I'm just here to observe and absorb any.
That's very cool. So how long are you in Catalyst?
I voted one time.
Oh, cool.
On the Catalyst funding. And I actually don't know if that was, if I successfully submitted votes, because I never got rewards, so I don't really understand if I did it correctly. And I'm now part of the Sushi Bites NFT project, and I'm interested in getting involved to see if we can propose something, because I do think that our project could provide some value, provide some mainstream adoption. I think
Sushi Bite NFT.
Yeah. Bite.io if you guys are interested in checking it out. But we're building a game right now. We already have a working mini game where you can purchase the NFTs and you can use those NFTs from your wallet and play this game where it's called Sushi Bite Catch. So basically it's a little sushi plate and you're catching your little Sushi Bite characters. So right now that is that's done off chain, of course. So the next game that we have coming up is a battle game. It's very similar if you guys are familiar with like Pokemon. Pretty much the same concept. You can fight the opponent and then you can build your experience points, and all of that data right now we have code to catch when people are playing the game, catch the experience points. And the idea is to later on transfer that on chain, import it once we have smart contracts.
Very cool. So you are the part of the team of Sushi Bites, and you guys didn't get funding through Catalyst. You got funded the other way, right?
We actually have never received funding. This is self-funded.
Yeah. You are like Victor. Victor is self-funded as well.
Oh, Victor, what's your project? Can you tell me more?
This is his project. This is his project.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about here. Actually, it's a Catalyst or a CA school. It's a way to interact with new people coming to Catalyst, just like you, I think.
Yeah.
How to explain how this all works and what roles you could assume here and what we could do to improve the process itself and the Cardano ecosystem as a whole. So it's basically that we are right now thinking about the agenda of this course, and we are probably having some sessions during Saturdays or during the next fund, during Fund 6, and to present different parts of the process based on what's going on at the time. For example, in the first week, you're going to talk about basic stuff, give an overview about Catalyst, about the process. Then we'll talk about how to make a good proposal. Then we'll talk about how the CAs assess proposals, and then how the VCAs review the assessments. So yeah,
that's really important information, I think, to get to newbies like me.
Yeah, you have in the chat, we have some documents, and you can check it out. And like, so you voted once, you said, right? And did you I mean, to vote, you registered on the Catalyst website, right? On IdeaScale. So like, what would be your questions? Like, do you have some, I mean, what would be something nice to know that you don't know maybe right now? We're basically gathering questions for the school to make people feel, you know, comfortable in knowing the whole thing, to understand it and feel comfortable using it.
Well, is there some sort of confirmation that people receive after they complete the voting process? And I guess I was confused because there are so many proposals, right? I don't feel like I personally have time to go through all of the proposals. So I go through a number of them, say like 20, and then I leave all the other ones without a vote. So does that mean I haven't successfully voted? Should I be concerned about that? That's one of my basic questions that I have.
That's good ones.
Yeah. So we have them in the school already, and we are, you know, we will implement the answers. The short answer is yes. When you vote yes, voted. You can throw 1 vote, you can throw 20 votes, you can throw however many votes you want. Is there confirmation right now? No, because the voting is not done on mainnet Cardano. It's done on Jormungandr testnet, and it's the votes are manually, well, I don't know, manually or automatically, but they are counted by IOG. And so because the process, I mean, the development is still ongoing.
I see. That makes
sense. But it's probably this is probably the thing that they try to improve for Fund 4 and 5 now. I think I'm not sure, but besides the usability of the app, which was I think there was room for improvement. Let's say it like this.
Yes.
Yeah. Victor, I have a question for you. What platform are you using for the CA school?
We haven't decided yet, but we are just preparing the documentation, some slides, some text on Word.
Yeah.
Nothing special. And yeah, but for the sessions themselves, I think we are going to use Zoom probably, because but also we are not completely decided about it yet. We are evaluating the options.
I have a few different courses that I like to take in my spare time, but Teachable is one of the platforms that I find really user-friendly because it tracks the progress. Say you have like 10 different courses or 10 different sections within that one course. You can go section by section and you can like mark complete, and then it'll tell you, okay, what percentage do you have completed? So when I think of curriculum, I think having a user interface like that would be helpful for me as a user. It's something to check.
Nice. But is that for like recorded classes or live classes?
I think that it is for recorded classes.
Yeah.
For live classes, they still do that out in Zoom, and then they take the Zoom recording and then they place it into the archive on that website.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, which could also be like, Victor, that can be part of the proposal. I mean, Dominic, that can be part of your proposal as well. I mean,
I was thinking about something like that, but as we are facing many changes from fund to fund right now, I think it would be the easiest way to make small videos or short videos. And so, as I already said to you guys, so if there's a little change, so I don't have to do it everything from scratch, and just change the little sections that is new, and the videos will be hosted on Vimeo, because I don't have to change the URL if I update the video. So there's not a new link or whatever. So everything is always in the same place. And then I have, let's say, like 7, 8 videos, or let's say like 10 videos, each 5 minutes or shorter. And so, and the link to the videos will be on the community website. So I think for now it's the easiest way. Maybe in 1 year there's a better solution, but I think for now, when everything is moving so fast, it's just use the systems that we have right now. Maybe not the best usability or whatever, or the nicest way to do a thing like that, but it's
a way that works.
Yeah, it works, and it's if there's a change,
yeah,
so it's not that important. And yeah.
And Jenny, I have a question for you, maybe a little bit off topic, but like for your sushi bites. So you want to implement the on-chain functionality through smart contracts when they become available. Mm-hmm. So do you have someone in the team, or you are that has the technical knowledge for?
I'm definitely not the technical person. We have one software engineer and then a game developer. So our software engineer is very familiar with all the technical parts, because we also run a stake pool. As in he does, and then I do the marketing side of it. So I'm the marketing community person, and he's the technical person. He would probably be able to answer any questions much better than I can.
What's the stake pool?
Sushi stake pool.
Sushi,
yeah.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're hoping to rebrand that. Right now, it's a little bit separate. It's just the Cardano sushi stake pool. But we would like to connect it somehow to the Sushi Bites project. Just haven't figured out quite how we want to do that yet.
Great. And do you have a Discord? You are a part of Discord Catalyst. Can you give me your tag? I would like to contact you about something technical.
Yeah. My username.
Yeah.
Is I'll just type it in the chat, I think.
Okay. Thank you. I'm trying to switch to some more technical. Okay, thanks. Some more technical work. I'm trying to get to know as many technical developers as I can. So thanks for that.
Yeah, I can definitely pull the other co-creator. His name's Phil. He goes by Boba T. If you guys are, I don't think he's a part of the Catalyst Discord community.
I noticed that plenty of developers are not. I was in contact with guys from M Labs who are Plutus partners, and they have no idea about that.
Yeah.
So many have no idea.
I didn't even know about it until Derek Quasar had reached out to me because of the Sushi Bites project, and I was like, okay, this sounds interesting. And then he invited me to 2 different communities, the Cardano, which one is it? there's the Catalyst Swarm community and the Cardano project Catalyst, which the Cardano project Catalyst Discord is
overwhelming.
very overwhelming. I haven't had a chance to look through a lot of the information.
That's our home. That's where we operate.
You need
mostly.
at least 4 weeks. You will need at least 4 weeks.
Let me just find 4 extra weeks.
There's no shortcut. There's no shortcut.
You can look Victor's you know, what he wrote and just follow that.
Where should I start?
You go top right, you write from 2 dots Victor Corsino.
Okay. Easy.
Yeah.
And everything else just block.
Yeah, it is overwhelming and it takes some time, but I think
absolutely it took me a few weeks to figure out which channels are important for me and where I want to participate and to contribute. There's no shortcut. Sorry for that.
But definitely to you know, push your projects and to interact with the community, it's the way. That's the place where we all met each other, and not only 3 of us, well, you know, a lot more people, and then you break out to other Discord servers like Swarm, like, you know, whatever, and then you can get into more detail.
What is the difference between the Swarm community and the main Project Catalyst community?
Well, main Project Catalyst Discord server was set up by IOG, by IOHK, as a place where community can interact, and that's like the main one. And the Catalyst Swarm is a child of that server. You know, people from the community created the Discord server Catalyst Swarm, and now they are running it as a place for us to interact in our time, not connected to anything else, you know, to exchange ideas. And so Swarm is a purely community effort.
Got it.
Like these documents that I sent, like, you know, Victor's idea, like Dominic's, you know, those are purely coming from the community without any, you know, interaction basically from other stakeholders.
Got it. Yeah, definitely. I will need to sit down and research this.
Yeah.
In the upcoming weeks.
Take your time.
Yeah, and feel free to contact us if you want to know about something.
What is the best channel if I wanted to post about Sushi Bites? Would that be the NFT space under things and other stuff, that section?
Yes, or when you have a proposal, if you have a proposal, let's say for the next fund, you can request from the admins to open a channel for your proposal. And well, okay, you know, if you want to talk about it, try to find a conversation that at least has something to do with it, and then try to include yourself. Don't try to spam like, okay, I'm here and this is my project. You know, try to interact, with it.
Of course.
OCG is here. What's up, OCG?
I just wanted to come and eavesdrop a little bit, see how everyone was making out. How was the circle today?
Oh, it's okay. We talked about some questions. We have some notes. Jenny is here telling us about Sushi Bites, things like that.
We're just having a good time.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's what this is all about.
Right.
Good to hear.
Right.
Yeah.
Where were you before this circle?
I was over hanging out with James and
Gimbal Labs.
in the Gimbal Labs circle. Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was good. Small, quiet chat. Yeah. Was Felix planning on doing a wrap-up session or something of that nature?
I think Felix is relying on Victor, who is the main moderator, to bring us all back. I don't know, but that's how it looks.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know that I was the main moderated today. It was a surprise for
it
me.
was spontaneous. Felix didn't want to do it by his own, so he just chooses you.
Yeah, but I'm looking for Felix here in the breakout rooms, and he doesn't seem to be anywhere. I'm not sure if he left already.
He left.
How do you see the main room here?
You have to go if you
It's
want
the
to go back to the
unassigned
main room.
I think.
You go bottom right, leave room, and then it will bring you back
Okay.
to the main room.
Okay, probably he's there.
Yeah, I think we can wrap it up for now. I don't know, Victor, do you have something more to say? Do you have something more to share, to invite?
No, don't think so. I think it was a good discussion here. We got some really good ideas. I'm more convinced now that I need to make a proposal out of this idea. And
oh, definitely.
I think that's
I
good.
wholeheartedly support it.
Yeah.
Definitely. I am of the belief that
Yeah.
everything should be a proposal. I think you should make a proposal from yellow and red card thing and everything. It should be a proposal. You're adding value, not only you, everybody who's participating.
It's good to start as a volunteer and just to see the feedback and how the community is reacting to it. But once you really start to add value, it's okay to get money for it. I think there's a lot of money in the system. It's okay to, if you add value, to get a portion of that. So that's my opinion.
Yeah.
I agree.
The money is here for us, or for value. Let's say like this, for value, and everyone who adds value to the system in whatever the way is, yeah. It's well, it's a huge effort to make a proposal, so don't underestimate it. It takes a lot of time, but if you but it's worth it. Or at least I hope so.
I still didn't make any, but for Fund 6 for sure I'm gonna make something for sure.
I recommend not to do two proposals at once.
Yeah.
I
can imagine.
I did that mistake. Well, it's not a mistake, but it was
a lot of work.
Yeah, I didn't expect the effort that is required to do a good one.
You know what happened to me, Dominic?
Tell me.
I didn't make any proposals, and I registered to be a CA. And then Kryptonian added me to 5 of his own proposals by mistake. And I said, okay, what is going on? I thought someone did it, with bad intentions. And he said, sorry, and he apologized. And I said, okay, it doesn't matter, you made a mistake, but it's strange that I don't have to confirm, But the IOG was busy and they didn't notice it. So all of my CA reviews are now deleted. And okay, I will be a part of the funding, but they are deleted. And I didn't get the initial email for VCAs because they thought that I was trying to game, that I'm a proposer and I want to be a VCA. And I'm 5 times proposed. And then Mark Klar, I think, contacted me and we explained. So yeah. So the system is by no means perfect, but
but it's good to have the possibility to talk in person. To someone. Well, I think that won't be possible in the way it is now in a year or so.
Yeah.
But it happened to me. But it happened to me as well. Someone just added me as a proposal.
Really?
It was half an hour before submission was ending.
Yeah. So.
It was then a little bit stress.
Okay, I would suggest that we go back to the main room.
Yeah.
And I will have to leave. And if you guys want to hang out there and speak more, of course, you're welcome.
It was nice to chat with you guys.
Thank you everyone for participating.
Thank you.